Uh, I'm not going to say Justin Lane because he'd make me run a lot, and I think I'm past all that stage now. Otherwise, yeah. So I grew up. I grew up loving Dean Jones as a Victorian. He was someone who, he had posters on the wall, and I've been lucky to do a couple of sessions with him. He was a consultant batting coach in South Australia. He wasn't that happy, I don't think, when I got the Renegades coaching role to come out in the last few weeks. But he probably doesn't know that he was my hero growing up either. So that's a bit of an interesting one. But he's someone, as I said, who I grew up watching, and would, if you had to choose someone who's my idol growing up, it would certainly be him. There was my private coach growing up, and no one would know him, but his name's Joey Silver, and he did hours and hours and hours of batting with me, whether it was just in a synthetic net outdoors or in an indoor centre somewhere. And he was someone who really helped my game flourish and probably helped my game stand up at senior level, at Shield level, and that's something I'll be forever grateful for. And you put me on the spot here, but I'd probably have to say someone like a Ricky Ponting, and again, someone who I grew up with. And when I was playing well at state level and he was still playing, one of the reasons I really wanted to play was so I could play with him. I used to love watching him play. I used to love the way he went about it. I heard fantastic things about him as captain of Australia. Like we spoke earlier, in terms of really young people coming through, young cricketers coming through into the Australian team, he should take under their wing and making sure he always involved them in grabbing a beer or grabbing a coffee and or a meal, whatever it was. So he was someone who, when I started to hear those things as a state cricketer about how good he was as a leader and how he embraced all the young guys coming through, someone I would have loved to have played with, but obviously never got the opportunity to do so.
How do you reckon you'd go bowling to him in the nets? What's your net bowling like?
I reckon I've been voted in the past as the worst bowler ever in state cricket. So my bowling's pretty ordinary. I can throw him well, and I can throw good off him.
Yeah.
But my bowling in the net certainly isn't quite up to scratch. I bowled one over in Shield cricket. It was on day 4 in a game in Hobart, and the rain was 2 minutes away from coming in and the game being called off. And Graham Manu was the captain at South Australia, and George Bailey was batting. So he asked me to come on and bowl an over, and then you could see the clouds coming in. And Bailey was pretty scared, I think, just not to get out. I bowled him one half tracker, hit the 4, and the rest he just patted back to me. So, and then literally as the over finished, it started pouring rain, and the game was over. It was called a draw. So I'm thankful to Graham Manu for giving me that one over. Anyway.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, Michael. I really appreciate you giving us your time. Wish you all the best with the family. Great to hear things are going well there, and look forward to seeing your career progress in the future.